Beer. I got my water to stay hydrated while I drink. So yeah, I'm good.
So we're just gonna jump right in. Previously on Off-Branded, our Cautious Catastrophic Collective find themselves fleeing with a pack of precarious felines. Bubba collided with an officer of the law named Denny, who seemed downright ready to let him hit on her and run with it. Lucinda and Terrian took a wild ride for their 9 lives on the backs of these feline friends and found themselves in the safety of Professor Peppy's. But in the back alleys, Dave and Bavarius tried to sneak their way to safety. Dave was rescued by Constance at the last moment before a beam of light shot down from the sky on top of Bavarius. What lies ahead for our heroes? Who will we see fight through? And who may be saying goodbye? All right. So, first and foremost, Bubba, I need you to make your D100 roll, please, and thank you.
We get them warmed up. They're cold.
I'll blow them.
Well, there's a 0 and a 20.
Okay, so that's a 20. Ooh,
Bubba!
Bubba, no!
Push your luck,
Bubba.
So
It slipped
Bubba,
out of my hand.
you can now make the decision to stick with whatever the first choice is, or you can roll a d4 and potentially get a worse outcome because you did roll a 20.
Right now, you got the best possible outcome with 20. If you try and push your luck, you could be even worse.
So, this dice I do not understand.
It's the one that's pointed at the top.
Yeah, so when you roll whatever number you roll is,
Okay, so...
Yeah, whatever number is at the top point is your number. So you don't have to roll a d4, but if you would like a more catastrophic outcome, you're more than welcome to it.
I would suggest doing it because it gets it done and out of the way.
So the worst I can get is a 1, and the best I can get is a 4?
So right now, because you rolled a 20, if you were to roll your d4 and you would get a 1 again, it would just be the same. It would be the same outcome as you already have right now. But if you roll a 2, a 3, or a 4, it's gonna be much worse.
Oh.
It is entirely up to you, but I do need a decision.
Lulu says do it.
Okay.
Wild psych.
Do it.
Wild says, fuck it.
No whammies, no whammies, no whammies, no whammies, no whammies.
1.
Stop.
Oh,
A 1?
All right.
Alright, very good. Alright, give me 1 second.
If the green didn't slip out of my hand and land over here, I'd have probably got a better one out of it, too.
Oh, well,
I'm used to these dice. Like, these ones. These
are you
odd
rolling
shaped.
with a different set of dice than you've rolled with before?
No, I'm used to rolling with these because I used to play dice.
Oh, okay. Alright.
Backstory, Bubba used to be a gambling man back down in Atlanta.
Back in the day.
I
Down
used
in
to be a
Georgia.
gambling man, yes.
Back in the good old days.
Bubba sold his soul to the devil at the crossroads. to win big.
Bubba went down to Georgia.
Bubba went down to Georgia. Okay. Before we get a copyright strike. As you all know, we left off with Bavarius getting with a beam of light. Dave was pulled into the back of the bar by Constance. Terrian safely into the bar, and Bubba, you made it safely into the car. You made it safely into the bar, but not after having a little bit of a conversation with Officer Denny. So,
I will be right back. I need to sort out a situation.
not a problem, not a problem. So, we are going to get started. It's not fair, you hear Constance say. It's not fair. Just because you're scared, just because you're afraid, doesn't mean you can just walk out like this. Please, please, please don't go. Terrian and Bubba and Lulu, you hear this shouting coming from the back room of the bar as you hear Constance sounding like she's pleading with someone. You can't hear what the other person is saying, and then you hear Constance say, I tried my best. I'm sorry it wasn't enough. I'm so sorry. And then you hear a door slam shut. And we're going to do a little metagaming. Outside, behind the bar, in the now completely dark alleyway, we see a tall and almost monstrous looking shadow moving through the back alleys, moving towards further away from the downtown district, back into the park where you had your first fight, over into the camping areas, and then we see this large dark shadow open the door of an RV, climb inside, and drive away. As Dave's mind is racing with fear and confusion and loss, he wonders if he'll ever have the answers that he needs or wants. But he knows that for right now, he needs to look elsewhere. He needs to go somewhere safer. And with that, we see Constance doing what anyone who has worked in the food industry has done, crying in the walk-in freezer. And now we're gonna head over to Bavarius. Now, Bavarius, I had told you after the last big battle that you were Marky! Stop it!
I was Marky. I must stop it. No,
I know. You're now my dog. That's what happens. Giant beam of light. No, not canon. Not canon.
You're now a dog.
Not canon. Not canon. You were not in good standing with the sect before we went into our next battle, correct? Because you found out that Terrian is now the chosen one, which basically means like your mother, your sect, like all of that is essentially like doomed. So with that,
You have the power, Terrian.
With that being said, I'm not gonna have you do your roll. But instead, I would like you. Well, before you do this, I'm gonna give you a little bit of a setup. You're on the top of this roof, which is essentially you're on the roof of the building next to the bar. So there's the building next to the bar, there's like a little alleyway, and then there's the building that the bar Professor Peppy's is in. You're essentially one building away, you're on the rooftop. The last thing you remember was a giant beam of light coming down, hitting you, and you passed out. You are unstable. And actually, really quickly, I need to pull out my notes about you being unstable. Give me 1 second here. Cool. All right. So I could basically do whatever I want here. Fantastic.
Oh no.
Bavarius, I would like for you to roll a d20 for me.
Hey. We're got an 8.
An 8. All right. You wake up and you go to pick you go to try and because you're on your back. You go to kind of try and sit yourself up, and you feel something it feels like something is either stabbing you or stabbing or like already stabbed through you. What would you like?
Whereabouts is this pain?
Probably you're feeling it like kind of like below your rib cage, so like above your hip, but before you get to your rib cage. So kind of in that middle waist area, but on your side.
Okay, I'm gonna check to see if anything is piercing through the front of my body.
Okay, so go ahead and read a bad situation.
That's plus sharp. 9. 7 plus 2.
Ooh, okay. All right. Okay, so you can ask me one of the following questions. What's my best way in? What's my best way out? Are there any dangers we haven't noticed? What's the biggest threat? What's most vulnerable to me? What's the best way to protect the victim?
I guess, are there any dangers we haven't noticed yet? Like a piercing hole through my chest.
I would say that on a 9, you are able to kind of look down enough without lifting yourself up anymore to notice that there is rebar lying next to you, and you can safely assume that that is what is currently piercing you, but you can also tell that whatever has gone through you hasn't gone it's not protruding out of you.
I'm gonna look around and see if there's anybody around me.
Okay, I would say, investigate a mystery. Yeah, go ahead.
Investigate a mystery is plus sharp again. That'd be 5 plus 2 is 7.
7. Okay. Okay, once again, you can ask me one of the following questions. What happened here? I'm going to just give you the ones that are most relevant to this situation. So, what happened here? Well, actually, I'm going to read all of them to you because you don't know what that light form was or what it did. So, what happened here? What sort of creature is it? What can it do? What can hurt it? Where did it go? What was it going to do? What is being concealed here?
Well, let's go with the first one. What happened here?
Okay, so what? You're just now kind of like coming to, you're kind of like getting your bearings, kind of trying to remember, okay, where was I? What happened? Where's everybody else? Kind of just, readjusting yourself. What you can see happened here is that when you looked up and saw this beam of light, you definitely are familiar with this type of power just because like you've seen these kinds of like powerful forces, like radiating off of like your mom, and what you've seen with Terrian, and so you're familiar with what like you're familiar with like kind of like the level of power that was being, the type of power essentially, but you're not really sure where it came from. And you do now realize that when you fell down, um you landed on just like a piece of rebar attached to like a metal, like a metal frame that's like attached to the roof of this building. And essentially it's a very unsafe way to to keep people off of the roofs, and you have stepped backwards to get a better look at the light, and when the light hit you, it just knocked your feet out from under you, and you're just flat
Fell
on that.
right back onto it.
Right, exactly. I will say that I'm gonna need you to roll that D20 one more time.
Okay. Come on, big numbers. Oh, that's better. 12.
Okay, very, very, very good. Okay, with a 12, you are able to pull yourself up off the ground and essentially remove yourself from this piece of rebar, without causing any more damage. But you are going to need to find help.
I'm going to quickly, if I'm able to, take off my jacket, pull off my shirt, and then bunch it up and then put it on where the wound is to try and keep it from bleeding out.
Okay,
it's gonna hurt like a son of a bitch because I'm sure the shirt's kind of.
Now, normally I would say that someone else would have to roll protect someone, but because you were able to safely get yourself up off the rebar, I'm going to go ahead and let you roll protect someone for yourself, unless you have another roll or another move you'd want to take. Not sure if you do. Doesn't look like you have any like healing. No. Okay.
No, it's my helping hand.
No,
Oh.
You do. You have helping hands.
Yep.
So, it's technically for another hunter, but like I said, I'm gonna go ahead and let you use this.
Damn, she's being nice today.
I'm being nice.
Definitely. I don't think she wants me to die.
At least not yet.
Not
yet,
yet.
anyway.
Not yet.
Okay, here's my roll.
Yeah, so when you successfully
Oh.
help out another hunter, they get +2 instead of the usual +1. So what did you roll? Plus tough?
I'm just gonna mark that. Oh, plus tough. That's a 7.
Okay,
I got to
cool.
roll the 4 plus the 3.
Oh, fantastic. Okay, great. So
Help out is actually plus cool, not tough is. Or no, that's protect somebody. Sorry, never mind.
protect someone.
Yeah.
Yeah. So go ahead and I want you to go ahead and take off one of your harm. You are still unstable, but you have prevented yourself from taking any additional harm. I will say this though, I'm gonna bounce over to someone else, but you are gonna need to find help soon. Okay, so Bavarius, we see you stand up, kind of provide yourself with some basic first aid, and we're gonna head inside to Terrian and Bubba and Lulu. You all have arrived inside of the bar. You have gotten there safely by the help of these wonderful cat creatures known as tabaxis, if you're not familiar with them. And you have now heard, from what you can assume, is Constance having an argument and disagreement with someone. You're not sure if it's, now you know it's Dave, but your characters are not sure if it is Dave or not because he was separated from you all. So what do the three of you do?
I'm in this,
Well,
right?
I've
No. Sorry.
first like to ask, did I get my drink from running into the back of the police car from the last time?
Did you get what?
My drink?
You are in the process of well, Constance isn't behind the bar right now, but the twins are, and they are fixing you a nice little drink. So you can Bubba, you can go ahead and erase the harm that you have taken. Terrian, what did you want to do?
Can I? So I hear them in the background, right, in the other room.
Yes. So all three of you hear.
All right. So So what I want to do is I want to just kind of just like, because I want to hear the conversation. Because I'm a nosy little fucker.
Right.
I want to just put my ear, like I'll sneak around with my drink in my hand.
I hope Constance kills you.
Constance will not know.
Well, that is all dependent on how you roll.
I'm not done yet. Let me finish. So I go up, and like not at the door because that's so fucking suspicious, but towards the left side, like actually, hang on. The map is like, is there like a bathroom close to this where they're at?
Yeah. So just really quick.
Okay, I go in the bathroom.
Let me lay it out for you.
Okay,
let me
lay it out for me. Lay it out.
So, when you come into the front of Professor Peppy's, you have like a bunch of booths by like the front window that kind of like wrap around like the right wall and kind of like a backwards L shape. You have some just regular tables kind of spread out in the middle. There's like a pool table in the back. You've got the bar, takes up almost all of the left hand side of the wall. You got your bar stools. Then there's two doorways. There's the doorway that puts you into the bathrooms,
Okay.
They're fucking unisex bathrooms, whatever. And then you have the back hallway, which is where the kitchen is, and then if you go past that is where Professor Peppy's office is, and the artillery room where you all like stocked up on supplies before you went into battle, where you had your little meeting with Constance. Now, on one side of the kitchen is a door that spits you out into the back alley. That is where you heard the conversation coming from. And now now you don't know this, but Constance is in the walk-in freezer crying.
Okay.
So when you have now heard Dave leave the building, and now that's what's going on.
Okay, and so if that's the case, I am gonna go, and I hear Constance crying, right? So I'll go in the freezer and consult her and like comfort her. I don't know.
Okay.
Whatever a chosen one does, I don't know. This is what I feel like I should do.
Okay. So, are you just gonna like open the door and like walk in on her while she's having like her little like crying fest?
Well, so
or
what
like
I'm gonna do is I'm gonna like.
what's your plan here?
Kind of like knock and then slowly open it and then close it behind me. That way, no one else can come in for a second, and then I'll be like, Constance, what happened? Is everything okay? You can talk to me.
Okay. Woo! Oh, okay.
That's good.
Oh man! All right, give me a second here.
I know it's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot for me to handle right now too.
Okay. So Wild, before you you go to open the door.
Yeah.
To talk to Constance to try and console her.
Exactly.
Before you do that, I would like for you. I'd like for you to roll I'd like for you to roll 2d6 for me.
2d6, you got it. 2d6, you said. All right. Before I go in. All right. I have a 7.
A 7. Okay. You reach for the door to open it, and all of a sudden you just hear a click.
Okay.
And the door won't open.
No.
And the door won't open, and Constance calls out and says, "Just go. Just go. I can't. Peppy will be out to talk to you all in a minute. I can't right now. Terrian, I can't. What do you do now?"
I first put that. I literally. Okay, I guess I just respect her boundaries and just walk out and let her be. And I'll just say on the way out. I'll say on the way out. I hope you can process the emotions healthily, and we are ready. We are still here and ready to go when you are.
You say this to her, Terrian, and You turn to walk away, and as you're walking away, you hear the door unclick. Now what do you do?
Well, goddamn. Okay, let's see. I slowly open the door, and then I close it behind me again, and then I sit down next to her and just like, I don't actually say anything. I just sit there and like just
wait
nod.
for her.
Yes,
Yeah,
just
wait
nod
for her.
and wait for her.
So she is like full on like sitting on the floor of this walk-in freezer like any good server or bartender has done in their lifetime. Anyone who's worked in fucking, the food industry has gone into the walk-in freezer and has had themselves a cry. You sit yourself down on a ginormous like bucket of like ranch dressing, and she looks up at you, and you notice that her eyes are glowing. This very familiar
Question:
shade.
What kind of glowing?
Well, I'm getting there.
Oh,
I'm getting
sorry.
there.
Sorry.
Yeah, no, you're fine. You're good. It's a very familiar type of glowing and shade of blue, because when you are accessing your like divine energy, divine power that comes from like 14, and even when you're having your little meetings with 14, she herself is kind of like surrounded in this glowing type. Now granted, she glows essentially in like rainbow colors, but and but you know this glowing. It's kind of like like on old TVs like from like the 90s.
Yes.
That like if you had been watching TV for a really long time and you turn it off and it still kind of glows for like a little bit, it's like that, but it doesn't stop. And hers, Constance's eyes are glowing like that, and kind of like a very similar shade of blue that you kind of give off. And she looks at you, Terrian, and she just kind of shakes her head, looking defeated, and is like, I don't know what we're gonna do without Dave, but unfortunately we don't have a choice, and you now more than ever need to be the responsible one of this group.
I'm sorry to hear that.
And as she says this to you, now granted, it's like midnight. Your phone goes off, Wild.
Let's see who is it.
Terrian, honey, are you okay?
Mom? Yeah, I'm fine. Are you okay?
Where are you?
I'm just sitting here at the coffee shop.
At the coffee shop.
Yeah, it's
Really?
a coffee shop.
Actually, you know what?
Not a bar. A coffee shop.
Wild, I'm gonna need you to roll manipulate someone.
Ah!
This is where she tapped you on the shoulder. Nice coffee shop.
What is that,
need you-
cool or sharp?
It's charm.
Charm. Oh, hell yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, let's see. Let's see. 11 plus
Oh God.
1 plus 2. I got 14.
13, 14. Nice.
Did you
Very
take
nice.
off all your extra modifiers that I gave you for
Yeah, no,
battle?
this is from leveling up.
Okay, so 14.
14, yeah.
Can I take a moment? Can I take a moment right quick? At the beginning of this, Wild was a stickler about getting camera angles of the dice. Did you get it? Did you get
I
it?
have a separate camera, sir. What do you think I set up at the beginning, right here?
Oh, okay. I was just making sure. I didn't see it.
So you tell. Okay, so go ahead and tell your mom you're at a coffee shop again, so we can jump back.
Mom, I'm at the coffee shop.
And I really hope you have a good reason for not answering any of my texts.
I've been
I about called the mayor. I had Officer Denny looking everywhere for you. What is going on?
I'm just hanging out with some friends at the coffee shop. Like, I'm sorry. My phone was on vibrate. It was on the charger on vibrate away from me, like on the other side of the table on silent. So I'm sorry. I missed your text. I'm just having a good time with some friends.
I get it. You're an adult and you don't technically have to check in with me, but you do live with me and I care about you. You're
I know, Mom.
the only thing in this world that I would hate to lose. And so I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed.
I'm sorry, Mom. I'll be sure to be better about it next time. I will reply to all your texts.
I'm just really disappointed.
Okay, I will reply back to all your texts. I love you, Mom, and I'll talk to you later.
Terrian.
What?
When you do get home,
Mm-hmm.
there is something we need to talk about, and it's not. Just get home when you get home, please.
Okay, Mom.
And she hangs up the phone.
You're in trouble!
God damn it.
Welcome back, Lulu.
Alright, I accept my Oscar now.
You accept your And with that,
We move on to Lulu.
Bubba.
Oh, Bubba, sorry.
Yes.
You have plopped yourself down at the bar. The twins have fuck, hold on. I have so many pieces of paper, you guys. It's like it's a mess. Nope, that's not it. Okay. All right. So, the twins are pouring you a drink. And fucking Christ.
While I'm sitting there holding my head, crying a little in pain.
Ooh.
Oh,
Poor Bubba.
Bubba, no, I love you. Stay with me.
He doesn't even have any harm. He's fine. He's just being a baby.
I'm just being a baby.
Okay, Okay, so Bubba, you have noticed that Terrian has gone off to the back room. Lulu is Lulu, I take it you're sitting down at the bar as well?
Yes, I am sat at the bar drinking my sorrows away.
Okay,
while eating a chicken sandwich.
Okay, Bubba, as you're drinking your drinks, and Lulu's sitting there with you, what do you do?
Yeah, I just keep sitting there drinking my drink and.
You're just gonna. Are you gonna? Okay. Okay. Go ahead.
I was gonna say I look over at Lulu and I'm like, I wonder what's going on back there. I saw
Like
Terrian run off. Yeah.
And okay.
I'm like, I guess we'll find out later if they want to tell us. I'm not gonna go back there
episode.
I'm not gonna go back there and snoop in and.
Right. Okay. Bubba, are you just gonna? Are you drinking to just have like to take the edge off, or are you? You know what? No, I'm gonna make you roll for it.
Make you roll to take a shot.
Take a shot.
Yeah.
How good is alcohol?
Actually, Lulu, if you are drinking your sorrows away as well, I need both you and Bubba to roll a d20.
Why? What am I doing?
You and Bubba are drinking. Roll a d20.
So we gotta.
You got paid for those shots.
Today is not my day.
I got an 8.
Oh no.
I got a 2.
Oh god.
Bubba, we're gonna be sick. Think we're gonna be sick. We like to drink with Bubba, because Bubba is our mate. And when we drink with Bubba, he does it all in 8.
That's a day.
How many?
Just count a lot of
Jesus Christ.
Lulu, we're screwed.
You guys,
I think so.
Yeah.
I think you guys got
That
alcohol
wasn't very many
poisoning.
nights. Maybe like 5.
You gotta go to the hospital now.
I can't get alcohol poisoning. One of my bosses, I don't get sick or ill.
Nice.
Aren't you cool?
So even if we did, haha, Bubba, you can suffer. I'll be sat here, nice, chilling.
At least I'll be going out with a drink.
The way God intended.
So, Lulu.
Yes, sweetheart.
One of your buffs is that you can't get like poisoned or ill.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean that you're immune to being drunk.
Oh,
Yes!
how drunk
I can get drunk! That's it! I'm hitting on you all! Prepared! Get prepared for it! The last demon's coming out! Get ready, bitches! We're going in!
So, Lulu, so Bubba, you've turned to Lulu and basically been like, I wonder what's going on back there, but I'm gonna let them be. I'm sure they'll tell us later. And V and Tops are, they're kind of filling in for Constance as the bartender, which they're not really qualified for. The cat kids have returned to their human form. They're no longer in their cat-like structure, and all of you just kind of start going at it with the drinks. First, it's just a couple of beers, then it's a couple of cocktails,
That's great.
and now you all are taking shots. with this group of
shot.
tabaxis.
Taking shots, yeah.
So, yeah. So, additionally,
We taking
Bubba,
shots, yeah.
Bubba and Lulu, you are taking shots with this group of tabaxis. I need you both.
Hang on, I'm taking shots.
Oh God.
All right, here we go.
Let's go. Shot.
I need you guys to act. Essentially, I need you guys to roll plus cool. So roll your 2d6s and add whatever your cool modifier is.
Plus cool.
My plus cool.
I got +3 for cool. Oh, let me get my video up there so Wild can have that good shot.
Good shot. There you go. Go. Who's
There
gonna
you
roll
go.
first?
A good shot.
We're warming up.
The money shot right
3.
now, guys.
And a 5. I got 8, and then my plus cool 0. So
That's
Yeah,
bad.
Let me see. Oh, I like the rainbow dice.
thanks. I used different color dice.
Oh my god, a 3.
2.
Oh,
No, I got 6. I got 6 because my cool, but I'm still under the 7, which I.
Okay.
still understood.
Okay. So Lulu, because you're not like able to like get essentially like alcohol poisoning or like like sickness or anything like that, you're able to keep up with this group of tabaxis, and like don't get me wrong, you are sloshed to high heaven.
I'm right.
Bubba,
Go big or go home, and I don't have a home, so.
yes, you live with the twins.
Am I dead?
Bubba, you're not dead. But you're stupid drunk. You're stupid drunk. Like you're about this close to like falling out of your bar stool. Bubba, what would you like to do now that you are thoroughly wasted?
I don't know. I haven't been drunk in a while. What do you do when you get drunk?
I
Well,
don't
if
know.
I keep drinking, somebody's gonna get a lap dance.
I mean, what would your character do? So
Well, if I'm stupidly drunk, right? Let's flirt with the DM.
I'm not here. I am NPCs. I can give
Gave
you
everybody a laugh. It gave everybody a laugh.
That's all Bubba wanted was to be a stand-up comedian.
Oh goodness gracious. Okay, so you have the group of tabaxis who are also trashed. They are drunk to high heaven. Which is funny because they're back and they're not in their like giant cat form anymore. They are back in their human form, and if you remember, they look like children. Like they're not children, but they sure do look like it. Mm-hmm. Now you have Lulu, who is over here, and she is also drunk. Yeah. You have no idea where Bavarius is. Dave has left town. Terrian is in the back with Constance, and you can only assume that Professor Peppy is back in his office. What does Bubba do?
Well, if I'm stupidly drunk, let's get up on top of the bar.
Oh.
Yes.
Dancing.
Okay,
let's turn off and just start dancing.
Oh my god. Okay, Bubba, I'm gonna need you to act under pressure. Go ahead and roll plus cool for me.
Plus cool, Bubba.
Yeah, Bubba, get out there and show those dance moves.
Shake that ass, Bubba.
9.
Oh.
And what did you say it was?
Plus cool.
Oh, so 10, 11, and 12.
12. Oh my god, Bubba.
That's 9, right?
Yeah.
Shake that Ass for me.
Shake that ass, girl. Bubba shook his ass too much that he shook off the call.
Now,
Shook off the Discord.
Bubba, we've talked a little bit about like your character's like stature and things like that. Like you don't come off as like this super like strong guy. Like you come off as like pretty average, but
yes,
you hoist yourself up onto this bar, pull that fucking shirt and flannel off.
Oh my god, I wish I was there.
Like full on like Magic Mike style. And
yeah, Bubba!
This bar is your stage. And you are working it like a runway. Up and down. And you're killing it. You haven't probably felt this comfortable being this exposed.
Literally and figuratively.
Yeah. In a very long time. And what everyone kind of seems to notice is that Bubba is cut. He's got some muscles and he knows.
Save some for the rest of us, Bubba.
He knows that he's
I'm taking that out for myself.
Doing. One of the tabaxi, one of the members of this little tabaxi gang, she's got cute little like leopard print ears on her hat, and she's got like that scene kid with like scene kid hair, so she's got like big puffy hair and like stripes and like leopard print designs in her hair. She cannot take her eyes off of you, and she is beet red, but because she's a tabaxi, like she like parts of like her body and face keep like going back and forth between like feline and like human form. And
right, bitch, that's my Bubba.
The twins have turned on music, and it is you have started a party. Lulu, like I said before, you are also just fucking trash city. But unlike Bubba, who, despite looking like he's gonna fall over and is yet somehow keeping it together, you are keeping it together, but like you're just very similar to that tabaxi girl. You're kind of shifting in and out of your demon form. So you kind of have that ombre skin situation going on. Only one of your horns is popping out, and it's the one where like your eyebrow ring is. What do you do?
Well, seeing as I am losing control, I am just going to lose control. I'm going to fully shift, and I'm going to join Bubba up on that bar.
Okay, I'm going to also need you to roll a d20, okay?
I can do that. Shloop.
Now, is the bar going to be able to hold all this weight?
It'll be fine.
You're calling me fat?
Well, you're shifting into demon form. I'm sure you grew.
Listen.
I don't have a fat ass, and I got a 10.
A 10. So, Lulu, you go to hoist yourself up onto the bar, and on your first attempt to just kind of like Coyote Ugly style, like pop yourself up on this bar all sexy, doesn't quite go as sexy as you thought it would. And you do kind of go face first into the bar.
Yeah.
Before fully standing up, I would like for you to mark one harm.
Fuck it.
I would like for you to mark one harm, please.
This is just because I've only gotten one harm this entire game, innit?
You rolled if you had rolled more than a 10, you would have been fine. Instead, you are able to get up on the bar, and you are able to join Bubba in this insane party that you all have started. But he is definitely upstaging you. That is for sure. Bavarius, we're gonna head back up to you on the route. Like I said, you need to find help, and you need to find help soon. What do you do?
I'm heading straight back to the fire escape to try and stumble my way down.
Yeah, for sure. Go ahead and yeah, we're just gonna sit and act under pressure. Yeah. Roll plus
Sure.
cool, please.
Plus cool, that'd be a 5.
Go ahead and mark experience.
Yup.
Okay.
One experience and about 5 harm.
Bubba, you also need to mark experience because you rolled a 2 earlier.
Yeah, I was wondering about that.
Yeah. Go ahead and mark experience for me. Thank
Got
you.
it.
All right. So, Bavarius, you're able to get yourself to the fire escape, and you're able to start going down it. But it takes a while. It takes a while. You're basically kind of like almost barely conscious. The pain is just really, really kind of taking over. As you get to the end of the fire escape, there's about a 5-foot, maybe even 8-foot drop to the bottom. And as you let go, you land on your side where your injury is. And go ahead and mark another harm. And you're able you're able to stand back up, but you're barely conscious. You're barely standing.
I'm gonna try and use the wall to stabilize myself as I try and make my way down the back alleyway to the street. Try and find anybody.
Now, remember, you are only one building away from the bar. Do you want to try and head towards the street, or do you want to try and take the rest of the back alley and get yourself into the bar where you know the rest of your team is, or you hope the rest of your team is?
I'm gonna go straight for the street just to make sure. I feel like that might be a safer bet. Somebody right then and there might be able to help me. Instead of going through a back alleyway and hoping that somebody back there is going to be able to help. Because what if I pass out back there and that's the end of me?
Okay.
Yes, I'm trying to make this difficult on you.
Not difficult on me. This is not good for you. So I do need you to act under pressure again.
Okay.
Under pressure.
Oh, good gracious.
Oh, that's better. That's an 8 plus cool. That'd be a 9.
Okay. Alrighty. You're very lucky. You're very lucky that you rolled a 9 and I rolled a 1. Okay.
Ooh.
So, Bavarius, you turn down the alley that separates you from this building and the building that Professor Peppy's pub is in. And as you're heading down this alley, you do see some flashing blue and red lights getting closer. Now you don't see the cop car, but you see these lights kind of around the corner from the end of the building, and you're able to make it to the end of this alleyway. And just as you get to the end of this alleyway and you see these lights flashing, you hear a voice say, "Oh my goodness gracious, peas and crackers, are you okay?" And you look up and you see a police officer that you do not know, but this is Officer Denny. And what do? She looks down at you and she's now bent down eye level with you. Sir, are you okay?
I need some medical attention. I'm very injured. I landed on some rebar.
Rebar? Fuck it. All right. Dispatch, this is Denny, calling in a 9624. I need, paramedics. Just send everybody. Thank you.
Military.
Sir, give me, just stay right here. She kind of helps, sit you against the wall of the bar. She says, just wait right here. What's your name?
Bavarius.
Bavarius. Okay, all right then. There, Bavarian cream pie. I'll be right back. And she y'all have no idea how long I've been waiting to use that, and I'm so glad that it's Officer Denny because I am obsessed with her. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm very excited. And she kind of props you up against the front of the bar, and she runs inside of the bar. And she arrives on the scene of a huge ass party going on with what looks like a whole bunch of minors, lots of underage drinking.
Bavarius, no, what did you do?
And
you fucked us. You have very thoroughly fucked us.
And Bubba, I need you to roll a d20, please.
Come on, 20.
Nope, it's 8. See, you got me confused. I couldn't get him all the way warmed up.
Please tell me he falls face first in front of her.
Yes.
Officer Denny bursts into what is the biggest shit show she's probably ever witnessed in her life. And she's like, does anybody have a what in what?
Hard, eh?
Jesus Christ, what is going? And as she bursts in, Bubba, you are in the middle of doing some incredibly very sexy Magic Mike-esque type of move. And you jump.
Build a line.
You jump off of the bar in front of Officer Denny, and I need you to give me your worst possible pickup line that you could give to someone, especially an officer of the law.
Yes, go for it. Go for it. You got this. Oh, shit.
Hold on. Well, as I push off, I look over and be like, "Hey, baby, what's up? Let's take those cuffs to the back, shall we?"
Bubba! I didn't know you had it in you.
You land right in front of her. You come up. You look at her. You say this to her, and she just is beat fucking red. And caught off guard, Lulu, I need you to also roll a d20, please, ma'am.
Yes, I can.
Oh my god.
That'll be a 14.
Oh god. Something's happening.
Lulu, you also jump off the bar in front of Officer Denny, and I need you to also give me your worst possible pickup line to say to this police officer.
Oh, there's so many.
Right?
Sup, baby girl? You see these horns? It's because I'm horny for you.
She is now like a shade of red that like probably doesn't exist. And whereas like she looked at Bubba with kind of like absolute horror, you kind of notice for a second that she looks at you a little intrigued. And then she kind of shakes it off and is like, what the no. Yeah, this Officer Denny, you're gonna need to send everybody and social services. I don't even fucking know what I'm looking at right now. Yeah, I'm down here at Peppy's. Yeah, okay, well hurry on up, cause I need an adult. Over. As this happens, she's like, all right. Get off the bar, you sit down. All right, I'm gonna need you to sit over there. I'm gonna need you to sit over there. And so she starts kind of separating all of y'all. Tyrion, you and Constance
come out.
Hear this racket going on. I take it. Constance looks at you and goes, "Do you hear a party? Do you hear a party going on out there?"
Yeah. Let's go hang out.
We should probably go check that out.
Exactly. Let's go hang out. Let's go party.
The two of you head out. Just as you see Bubba and Lulu hop off the bar and try and pick up Officer Denny, she starts separating everyone. Terrian, what do you do?
So she starts separating everyone. I come out, and right after they hit on them, right? Or do I hear them hit on them?
You see them jump off because it's like one motion. Like,
Okay.
Bubba hops off the bar, hits on her. Lulu is like a second and a half behind him. And now she has kind of started. Now that she has kind of collected herself, Officer Denny has all of these tabaxi children sitting in a booth. She's put the twins in a booth who are absolutely throwing a fit. We are the diplomats' children. We are diplomatic immunity.
Okay.
You can't do this to us. Lulu, she's got you in a booth with Bubba.
Snuggle into Bubba because I'm that drunk I want to pass out now.
Yeah, you two are fucking exhausted. Now that you are being forced to sit down, you are damn near asleep in these booths. The both of you. And like, I don't want to speak for you guys, but I can only assume that like you're kind of doing that. You're cute. No, you're cute. Shut up. I hate you. Like that. You're so drunk that it's embarrassing. Like 100%.
Okay. So I'm gonna come out.
You and Constance come out. You see all of this happening. Officer Denny turns around and sees the two of you and is like, all right, y'all find a booth and make yourself comfortable.
I'll be like, officer, what's happening here? What's going on? Like, can we talk about this?
Oh, honey, darling, listen, we're gonna talk, but I'm gonna talk to everybody, so just get comfy. We're gonna figure out what's going on.
I hear the police sirens in the background.
That
Anyways,
was not intentional. Like, that literally, police just drove by my house. Like, I think that's
so good. That's
so good.
Anyways, I'm like, Officer Jenny, like, we don't want to waste your night. We're just here trying to get some work done, and I assure you, everyone here is of age.
I need you to roll manipulate someone.
So Tron, right?
Yeah.
Alright, let's see, guys. Oh, fuck.
Dave is wild.
Oh,
if it rolled on the floor, it does not count. You have to re-roll it.
Alright, here we go. Big money, big money, big money. I have an 8.
Total
8. No, wait, 9. Sorry. It's a 6 plus 3. So 9.
Okay, so on a 7 to 9, they'll do it, but only if you do something for them right now to show that you mean it. If you ask too much, they'll tell you what, if anything, it would take for them to do it. So basically, you are trying to convince Officer Denny to, like, turn the other way, like...
Exactly. We have too much work to do here, guys.
Like, okay, but so... They'll believe you, but you need to show them. You basically need to do something right now, to like prove that you mean it.
All right, so
hold on, really quick.
Oh, sorry.
So she looks at you. She's like, everyone here is of age, darling. I mean, I see those kids hanging out in the alley all fucking time, and I know they can't be more than 15. Are you really trying? Also, why she got devil horn?
It's a costume party, and also
costume
kid.
party.
So how about felines? Can you just show your put on your costumes to let them know, like, look. They're old enough, and they look older when they're in feline form, right?
Okay. So, this is not really this
I
is
can't
not
do
really
this?
no. I'm gonna let you do this, but this is definitely some home brewing for sure. Okay? So what you're gonna do is you're gonna roll a straight up and down D20. I'm gonna essentially call this yeah, just roll a D20 for me.
Alright, D20.
That doesn't look good.
I got a 10, guys.
She is looking at you as you are, and like the tabaxis are like behind her, like you're looking at them and you're like, guys, just show it. She's looking at you. She's very suspicious of you. And they kind of pick up on what you're saying, and so they kind of like not even like half change, but like 30% shift into their cat forms, and like they even start like and they're sitting there, and so she's like, y'all, do you really think that I'm gonna buy? Oh my God! She turns around, and here these kids are, and she's like, well, why y'all having a costume? What's he dressed up as? He's Magic Mike.
Yes. Correct. That's my boy, Bubba the Magic.
Bubba the Magic.
Yes.
Bubba the Magic. Okay. All right. Okay. This is going to be a lot of paperwork, regardless.
Just go home then. There's no need.
But I need you to understand.
Yes, ma'am.
Hold on. Are you Terrian?
No, ma'am. Okay, yes, ma'am. I am.
You are, aren't you?
And I'm not drinking, I swear to God. I'm not drinking. They're all over age. I'm not drinking.
I was gonna say, cause your mama and your mama and me, we go way back. We go all the way back. Like her and I, we were best friends in high school. We went to Alene High School here together. Her and oh God, who was who was that guy she was going steady with all them years ago? God.
But all I know is he's not in the picture anymore. So.
Well, here's the thing, Terrian. You know nothing about your dad.
Oh, okay. So I'll shut up.
Like, period. Like, your mom won't even talk about it.
True. I'll shut up.
Dear God, I can't. He runs that weird ass fucking theater downtown. Goodness gracious.
This my mom's ex-lover runs this theater?
What's his name? Spadis? Like Spiro! Yeah, Spiro! Yeah, me and Spiro and your mom, we used to raise all kind of hell together back in the day. So, Terrian, I'm gonna tell you what, because
yes,
I know your mama, and I know how hard she's worked to have the life y'all have. I ain't gonna say nothing about this, but don't let me catch you in here again.
Yes, ma'am. I promise.
Oh, you've been told off.
Now, do be sure to tell Karen to call me because it has been way too long. It's been way too long.
I'll let her know.
You tell her that Denise says hi. Okay?
Denise?
Okay.
Got it. Alright, awesome.
Okay,
Nice to meet you,
all
Denise.
right.
I'll see you around.
That's Officer Denny.
Oh, Officer Denny. I'm sorry. I'll see you around, Officer Denny. Thank you for your help tonight.
All right, everybody, party's over. Shut down. Get safely where you're going. There's a dude outside. I gotta get into an ambulance. Y'all causing too much trouble. And Officer Denny leaves the building.
Finds a dead guy where she left him about 2 hours ago.
Yeah. No, it's maybe been 10 minutes. She steps outside. The paramedics have arrived. They are getting you loaded up. She is filling out her police work with them. She is shooing the other police officers away from the bar. And Professor Peppy finally comes out from the back room and just sees mass pandemonium taking place. He turns to Constance and is like, I really think that we're gonna have to talk about all this tomorrow.
Peppy, your voice it sounds weird. Doesn't sound like you.
I keep forgetting what his voice sounds like, you guys, okay? I have so many voices, so this is his voice now.
He has a cold.
He has a cold. I've got a cold. This is why I'm not going out very much these days. All right.
I have a weak immune system.
No. All right, Constance, you take the twins and Lulu back to their apartment before their mother before the diplomat gets word of this. I'm gonna put Bubba up. I'm gonna let him sleep here at the bar, and I'm gonna walk Terrian back home. And we'll these little tabaxi fuckers. As he points to all the cats, like curled up full cat style, like on the booths. They all kind of like poke their head up. He's like, watching you. Don't claw my coat. Don't claw up my boots. I'll be back. And now we're gonna go to Bavarius. Bavarius, you are in an ambulance, and I would like you to go ahead and put yourself at 2 harm, and you are no longer unstable.
Booyah.
Bavarius, you're in and out of consciousness through this ambulance ride. You arrive at the hospital. You get rushed in through the ER. They put you under. They give you minor surgery. There was a little internal damage. and you are now resting in your room. You are waking up from surgery. It's been a couple of hours. It's probably 3 a.m. and you look over to your left, and asleep in a chair is Yuri. What do you do?
I think I'm just gonna let Yuri sleep and just keep resting.
You're gonna sleep it off until.
Yeah.
Is there anyone you wanna text or reach out to before you go back to sleep?
Nope, because I know how that conversation is already gonna go. So nope.
He ain't touching that with a 7-foot pole.
I'll wait till the morning and then just give my mom a call and be like, "Hey, just party hard."
All right. Okay. So go ahead and remove one more harm point.
Okay.
Given that you do have an injury that required surgery, you're going to have a permanent 1 harm until it is fully healed. So just keep that in mind.
Okay.
With that, Terrian.
Yes, ma'am.
You and Professor Peppy are walking back to your house.
Okay.
And I would probably say, there's probably some awkward tension. Am I right?
Yeah, it's pretty awkward with Professor Peppy spying around.
I mean, so he's escorting you back home. You'll have been probably walking about 10, 15 minutes. You probably got another 5 or 10 minutes before you get back home. What do you do as he's walking there with you?
I ask him, is there... wait, remind me, does Constantine and him know each other, right?
Constance and Peppy work together. Yeah, Constance works at the bar with Peppy.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll tell him, like, Constance told me I need to step up, and I was wondering if there's any way or any hidden power I can unlock to help me step up.
He doesn't say anything for probably about a minute before he stops and puts his hand on your shoulder and looks at you and is like, there's sorry, I got something stuck in my throat. Tarian, there's so much potential in you, and there's so much you need to discover and find out, but you're going to have to ask the right people, and as hard as it may seem at some point, you need to trust 14 in her reason. So just start digging. And whatever you find out, know that it's because 14 and the people who love you most care about you. That's all I can say.
Okay.
And you walk up to your house, and he shakes your hand and leaves, and you walk inside, and the first thing you notice, and granted, at this point, it's like 2 o'clock in the morning. Like,
yes.
It is late.
It is late.
It's late for you. Like, and like, not, especially after, I mean, your mom told you to check in with her.
Yeah.
And then she had to call you because you weren't answering her texts. And the first thing you see is your mom sitting in the living room, waiting up for you, which she does not do because you're always home on time.
Hey, Mom.
She looks up from her paperwork, kind of scattered across the coffee table, which isn't unusual. Normally she does do her work in her office, but, you guys have, sat on the couch and watched crime dramas and, like the cool, like, artsy films that you're into while she does work. But, I mean, she doesn't even have the TV on. She's just been working. And she looks up at you and tilts her head and is like, Did I do something?
No, Mom. I just been making.
Is it because I brought you here?
No, Mom.
I pulled you out of your senior year? Like, I don't.
No.
Terrian, we've always talked about everything. We have always communicated, and I don't care if you want to stay out until 2 o'clock in the morning. I mean, I don't possibly know what there is to do in Eldine at 2 o'clock in the morning. I mean, granted, when I grew up here, I found things to do, but I mean, those weren't the things that you're into. So I don't understand. What did I do?
Mom, you didn't do nothing. I'm just growing up. I'm doing my own thing, and I just met some cool friends here, and I want to and need to hang out with them.
And honey, I think that's great. I know it's been really hard on you to find people that understand you. Again, you're an adult, but you do live with me, and so if you're gonna be out all night, I just want to know. I just want to know you're okay. I just want to know you're okay.
And I'll be sure to, like, text you every once in a while if I don't forget.
I'm not trying to be overbearing. I don't need hourly updates. Just I will be late, and then I can go to bed, that's it.
All right, I'll be sure to just text you that from now on.
That's all I need.
Okay, Mom.
That's all I need. I'm glad you had fun, and I'm glad that fun introduce you to my very good friend Denise.
She called you?
Denise called me.
Oh. Yeah. Denise is nice.
It's okay that you weren't at a coffee shop. I also spent a fair bit of my time at Professor Peppy's as well. So it's...
You know Professor Peppy?
I mean, he's lived in this town since, I mean, before I was born. I mean, he used to teach at the university, and you know, the he had the pub while he taught at the university, but I mean, it was kind of like a side business. But now that's all he does, now that he doesn't work at the university anymore. And granted, I haven't been there in so long. You know, but yeah, I mean, like I know of him. I don't know him, you know.
Okay. Yeah.
Well,
I bet.
it's...
No.
Oh no, go ahead, honey.
Well, that's how I met my new friends. Was just I met Professor Peppy, and he introduced me to my new friends.
Oh, I'm very happy for you. Well, look, there are things that we need to talk about, but it's late, and I've got to work in the morning. So
Go to bed, Mom. Get some rest.
Can we do dinner tomorrow? Like, again, I know you want to spend time with your friends, but dinner, please.
Sure, Mom. We'll do
Okay.
dinner.
Okay, so 6 o'clock tomorrow.
Set my alarm right now.
And then you can go out and raise whatever kind of hell that doesn't mean I have to bail you out of jail. After.
All right.
Maybe you might have to visit him in hospital a few times.
And she stands up, leaves all her work stuff out on the coffee table, and I need you to
roll
investigate a mystery, which is roll plus sharp.
Ah, my camera died. All right.
Plus sharp.
Plus sharp. Got it.
Uh-oh.
I got a 3.
A 3?
I got a 3.
Wild.
Yes.
You notice a book on top of like all of like your mom's like paperwork and stuff like that. And it seems like really familiar, but also you know you've never seen this book before. And you start to almost feel like a migraine is coming on, like the ones that you get before a vision. But instead of like your eyes like glowing or you know, feel that like surge of like electric power coursing through you, you notice that the book is like glowing and kind of humming as you reach for it. And as you reach for it, everything goes dark. And And now we're going to go over to Bubba.
Yes.
Bubba. Professor Peppy has he has returned from taking Terrian back home. You are still passed out asleep in this booth. He gets one of the other tabaxi cat kids to help him, and they kind of hoist you up under their shoulders and carry you to Professor Peppy's back room. He's got a couch, and there's a blanket and all of that, and then they drop you down on it, and as you are starting to fully fall asleep,
yes,
you reach down to where your hands gun would be.
Yep.
And you almost shoot straight up back awake.
Oh.
Because it's missing.
Oh.
And Bubba,
What was my handgun?
sorry, not your handgun, your knife.
Oh, okay.
Your knife, because you have a sniper rifle and a shotgun, but your knife. So Bubba, right now, I need you to mark down on your sheet that until you find your knife, you have a -1 on kick-ass rolls.
Typing that out.
You can just write a little note or whatever.
Yeah.
But until you get your knife back, you have a -1 on kick-ass. And you're like I said, you shoot back up awake, but you're still just so trashed and so drunk that you're able to register that your knife is missing, but you just immediately fall back down asleep. And as you fall asleep, you slip into that very, very familiar dream that you had the night that Jackie and her family went missing. And you see a big tree with lots and lots of branches, but they're all very contorted and thorny looking. And you see a big red moon rising up behind it. And then you hear a whisper that you've heard over and over again every time you have this dream. And it just says the same thing. I'll find you too. And you are asleep. Lulu.
Yes.
You and the twins are loaded up into Constance's car as she drives you back to the apartment. Needless to say, it's not the easiest feat to get you all back inside the house. The twins pass out in their rooms. Constance helps you back to your room. You're kind of, just given your demonic nature, are starting to kind of come down off of this alcohol high. And again, because like you don't really get sick, you know, you're not feeling like throwing up, you're not really feeling hungover, but like it almost feels like all like your power has kind of been zapped. You're no longer like half demon, like half human. You're just full human right now. And almost instantaneously, once your head hits the pillow, you too have this same dream that Bubba had. Now, granted, you've never had this dream before. You don't know that Bubba has had this dream before.
Yeah.
But when you hear that voice say, "And I'll get you too," you immediately know whose voice it is. Because it's the voice of the demon that made you what you are.
Okay.
And silence falls over the town of Aline.